I want to talk about the Guidepost of Tomorrow. It's one of the stories that has been left unfinished. I mean, because I'm being real. Like, this is one of my stories that I love. And I've actually gotten a lot of good reviews about this one from the ones who've read it. Because it's interesting that the ones that don't talk about omnipotence are the ones that people are like, hell yeah, this isn't bad at all. But then the ones that do talk about omnipotence, this is bullcrap. This is the dumbest story I've ever heard. So illogical, all of that. And yet, if you understood what some of the concepts in here were, I have a feeling your opinion would change. But it's how I word things. Guidepost to Tomorrow. Nothing has changed but everything. August is a 20. Wow, I was about to say 20. August is a 19-year-old college student who has led a very uneventful life. However, he pulls back the winds of change on a Universal Irreversible event by saving a little girl who wasn't meant to be saved under any theory of possibility. At this point, the three fates smile upon him. Unfortunately, due to his actions, he has forced a new history to appear. A history not written by the hands of destiny, fate, or necessity. In a world where options and free will are illusions, August will have to travel the world of Capax Infiniti, testing the waters of potentiality and actuality. Genius is the fruit of necessity. Until absolutely essential, a person's true talents will never bloom. This is one of the core mechanics of this story. And I'm telling you, like, if this was a video game, you'd be impressed on basically what you got to do, because you have to have renown. The only way to get renown is to, well, be renowned. Basically, if you want to get money, you have to build. You got to build. You can build renown through jobs like protection, intervention, emancipation. You can build renown through felling a god or collecting the treasure of a god. You can build renown through mastery of a field, becoming a scholar and steadily enhancing the development in the field. Like if you're the world's foremost expert in metaphysics and dimensional physics, and you're currently basically enhancing both of those fields. That's how you're going to get renown. If one does not have imagination, they must possess a genius. If they possess neither, then they will have no renown. And quite honestly, like, you ain't gonna make it in life. That's basically the system that you operate in the Guidepost of Tomorrow. There are some renowned jobs that are unsolved. So basically, you can get the 3 pieces of one, the weapons of death, the 9 themes of God, the songstress charity, the 10 commandments. Trying to figure out how someone's going to get those from Adam Conquest, but okay. The Book of the Moon series, which at this moment Prey has. So once again, that's going to be an obstacle. The Lost Weapons, the 6 Rings of Auspicious Qualities, the Weapons of Balance, the Xenogems, the Cat's Cradle Gauntlet, the Horn of Gabriel, Lucifer's Armageddon, Michael's Gospel, the Reservoir Origin. Wait a minute. Who has that? I think like Chastity Grace has that. If I remember correctly, if she has that, game over. Y'all not getting that. The Eye of the Rabbit. It's like, so you can go, there's like jobs posted. This would make a really good video game actually. But there's jobs posted, and these are the ones that are unsolved. Just some of them. Let's see. Renown is money and fame. What else do we have that goes with this story? There's a lot of things that come with the story. Like you have metahumans. There's like races. You have metahumans, humans that are above peak level, revere, people that are unable to wish or choose. They cannot live in reality because they aren't in reality. They are dreams that simply exist. Once they die, their memories and time will vanish. A Kamaiju This is the state a human can reach after becoming a revere. If they absorb 100 black souls and break the chains of fate, then they can seek to absorb an immense amount of souls to acquire this state of being. It says it means the human will become higher than God. However, it is unknown to how many souls that one actually requires to reach this state. Because after you absorb the 100 black souls, that's just the limit breaker. Basically, being a Kamaiju is a being in itself. It is a mode of existence that simply is. It is not conscious, so it is neither active nor passive and harbors no potentiality for transcendence. A Kamaiju has full control over its destiny and absolute identity. Its very existence becomes uncaused and unchanged. Its parameters exceed that of all, and the all. You have daybreakers, beings with the ability to give people the power of choice. You have walking churches, beings with the ability to give people the power of volition. Like I got some stuff in here. I tell you what, you got souls, the incorporeal and immortal essence of a person, living thing or object. They are extremely valuable, possessing rich, raw, infinite energy. Black souls. These are souls that have been deemed as viruses. Due to their nature, they exist within their own time stream. Black souls carry the weight of the entire cosmos, which makes them highly rare and valuable. However, they are very sought after due to the amount of raw, rich, infinite, pure energy within them. The negative factor about black souls is that they disrupt the timeline, unintentionally causing future phenomena to disappear. At the same time, reality starts to replace quantum events from other forking branches of time. Black souls can be purified through emerald enchantments. They are extremely dangerous, as an entire timeline can be unwritten if unattended to. But black souls are so rare, so it's highly improbable of something like that happening. However, there is a secret hidden behind the root of black souls. 1 million souls equates to one black soul. There is a logic in Guidepost to Tomorrow. One of their laws. It is a law that states the low cannot stand against the high. And through this the logic, the low shall fall to the high. Prison. This is what a place or location housing black souls is called. This means that the location has become the space between life and death. This only happens when the power of someone's timepiece causes a delocation of memory, and the logic walls begin to patch it. Prison becomes a dangerous place because time and memory disappear. Got the little ebony cat from Swan Song over here trying to take me to tomorrow. Indexes. An index is a rare title for those who excel in the disciplines of physics, demiurge, chemistry, biology, genetics, electrical engineering, informatics, mathematics, medicine, linguistics, psychology, architecture, metaphysics, theology, divination, occultism, and alchemy. They are usually looked at as mainly mechanics and alchemists, but they are known for their ability to create structures known as necessarius. Necessarius are structures designed through mathematical conceptions, alchemy, and quantum mechanics. They are the sword and shield of an index. Let me tell you about the events. In Guidepost to Tomorrow, there's a series of events. The prologue chapters pretty much tells you that 2 years prior to the main series, a storm swept across the continent of Eternal. It was a storm so dreadful that it was labeled the end of greatness. I will touch back on this later, but I want you to just keep that in mind. You got the Glass Kingdom event. The tower that sits in heaven was torn down. The problem is, in order to reach this tower, one must be able to climb the infinite ladder. It is a ladder that houses an infinity that is above all transfinite and imaginary numbers. When this tower fell, all dimensions of heaven collapsed. The pool of Akasha collapsed. The root of cause and effect never existed. It is said that because of this event, all future phenomena and potential had to be redesigned for no longer existence. Don't think of heaven in a religious sense. That heaven is just a place for the afterlife. I have a different version of that. The darkness at the end of time event. The infinity of the space-time continuum fell into a state of zero. This event was due to a Kamaiju wanting to eliminate all that ever existed. She targeted all space-time continua in one unchanging moment. Everything faded to black. This event was not written down by the hands of any god or fate, and because of this irreversible metaphysical event, history had to be written from scratch. Boy. The fall of man event. 330 years ago, Eden's curse had finally come to pass, emptying the planet of 99% of the male population. However, this event was not limited to this planet, dimension, space-time, or macrocosmos. It accessed the splintering roads of possibilities, flooding the quantum strings of existence. The fall of God event. Around 33 years ago, someone reached the state of Kamaiju. That person challenged the one who held the greatest of titles, the one who sat in the director's chair. Although there are many gods of religion, science, and metaphysics, the one who holds the greatest of titles was simply the greatest I am. When the Kamaiju defeated the greatest I am, the entire union of nothing and all possibility was about to leave with it. Since the one who held the greatest of all titles had his signature on the grand principle of creation. However, the union of nothing and all possibility persists, meaning something changed. The events are unknown, but the greatest I am no longer sits in the director's chair. Now, I do have this one. It's basically questioning the omnipotence of the one that was in the director's chair. And I basically highlight how this would seem impossible, seeing that the one who held the greatest of titles stood above all alone. But it didn't lose, since the greatest I am never existed to begin with. I need to touch on that. You have the collapsing stage event. This event marked the end of the Heaven Chancellors, as well as other high races. This happened 3,000 years ago. The details of the event are unknown. This was also titled The Extinction Wars. The Imagine Breaker event, an event that happened 1,000 years ago. It was orchestrated by we don't know who planned to create a weapon that could subjugate imagination and infinity. In order to create this weapon, one had to negate all supernatural theories, all magical phenomena, all psychic phenomena, and all divine phenomena. Because of this event, the forking branches of time were shattered. Those who were capable of utilizing supernatural powers were rendered incapable of doing so. This wave swept across the entire continua, reaching not just the end of infinity, but the end of imagination. Yo, I have a lot of backstory to the Guidepost of tomorrow, more than I thought I did. This is actually pretty impressive. There's a couple of artifacts that I haven't listed. They have Emmanuel's Soul, the Phoenix Feather, Zeta's Gospel. Emmanuel's Soul, the soul of creation. This holds the root and destination of the soul, something that is there but not there, the demiurge consciousness. The Phoenix Feather is a reality that houses a dimension of consciousness that contains a vibrational record of every soul in its journey. Its essence is completely felt everywhere. Location and time do not affect the record. Human beings have been interacting consciously and unconsciously with this body of energies throughout history. Zeta's Gospel. It is a sword that resets all choices, will, and actions to zero. At the same time, it multiplies all defenses by zero. Who have used this? Do I have anyone that used this? I also got other entities in here like Jade Butterflies, Shintensatsus, Cradles, Venshus, Solomons, Fairies, Heaven Chancellors. Like, it goes far. There's a lot to go with Guidepost till tomorrow. But the main character, August and Shanae, definitely... How do I put this? A lot of character development, and like I told you, August, 19-year-old college student, leading a very uneventful life. I'm pretty certain he masters in metaphysics and dimensional physics, and he's basically forwarding both of those to greater levels. But I think I need to touch more on that also. This is my guidepost for tomorrow. Just talking about a lot of elements and going on. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'll be back eventually with another one of these. I found a lot of this information in my guidepost for tomorrow folder, and it was like, wow, I want to share this. Hope you have a great day.